I'm really pleased to introduce the controlled substances detection system. It's actually a product developed by our partners, PathCore in Japan. And let me start with rationale of putting this system together. So basically, the reason why this product was developed is, as you may know, that the company compliance is actually a really pain and a really business challenge at the moment. And basically, probably all of you started already to check the compounds you're trying to synthesize or you're trying to purchase before and see if all the compounds you will work with or you want to synthesize fall under any law regulation. So as it's listed here in the slide, CRAIS Checker serves a variety of purposes. So you will need to check the legislation, and you can use CRAIS Checker for synthesis planning. So before you start a synthesis, you can look at the targets and the intermediates and the reagents, check them and see if they fall under any compliance regulation, under any controlled substances. And you can do that. You can integrate CRAIS Checker directly into an ELN system and actually check the substances directly through that. Also, when you purchase new compounds, you may want to check also the reagents, screening components, compounds for resource corroboration, and so forth, and see if they fall under any compliance laws as well. You can integrate CRAIS Checker again into your inventory system if you want, but also you can do a manual check and a quick check and an SD check using the web interface, and I'll show you that in a moment. And the last two, as you can imagine, when you import or export research compounds, again, you want to check them and see if they fall under any compliance regulations as well. So let's take a look at the architecture of this tool. It's actually very simple. It has two databases. One where all the laws and all the compounds are kept, so the regulation database, and also a check history database where you can go back and look at the history when a new compound was registered, who registered, and so forth. So the system, it's simple. You enter a chemical structure. You can draw the structure. You can convert the name to structure using ChemAxon technology. And then you can search the structure under the regulation database, and you'll have the result. So it's very, very simple. You can use CRAIS Checker, different forms. It has a web client interface where you can perform a quick check, SD check, system administration, and also it's open for everyone. It's actually listed on the bottom of the slide. So this is actually the web interface of CRAIS Checker. But also you can use it at the Windows client. SOAP integration, so you can integrate it with ELN, inventory registration system, and so forth. And also you can use it as a command line. It can be actually integrated with Paplum Pilot as well. So probably the big question in your mind at the moment is what's the basic judgment or mechanism, and what actually you retrieve when you search a particular compound against the CRAIS Checker, the database. So here's just an example of what is actually stored in the database, and when you input a structure, what type of response actually you can get. And also, it didn't detect just the exact match. Also, when you check substance against CRAIS Checker, you'll have all the ether, ester, or any salt and any mixture retrieved as well. So not just the exact hit. So you'll have all these informations. Also, besides that, you'll have derivative of the compounds, for example here, phosphate ester, any alkyl, but will not actually detect any side chain with one or more alkyl substituents, but not other substituents listed here. I'm sorry. Also, it can perform complex controlled substances. So Marcus structure supported, as is listed here. So even more sophisticated searches. And we're really proud to announce that this product, it's actually we're working together now with Pistoia Alliance, and Pistoia Alliance actually choose us from 5 vendors which were presented, and now we develop a controlled substance compliance structure with them. Here it's a list of the international convention and regulation which are covered at the moment. So a full list of currently regulations which are supported. But I think the main beauty of this product is that actually the users can create their own controlled substances databases. So it's very flexible. So let's take a look at the demo live. So let's suppose I want to make some cocaine in the lab and see if cocaine will be under any regulation. So I'm checking actually against the UK MDA and US SA, and I can see that actually both of them, cocaine is actually registered in both of them. And now I can make a report. I can export this to a PDF and to an Excel and actually share the information with my colleagues. That's one way you can check the structures to CRAIS Checker. Also, you can do an SD check. And basically, if you have an SD file where you have multiple structure in it, you can check against that as well. So you can import the SD file. You can check the level, so what type of law and regulation. And then you can select what type of report you want to generate. So see that out of 12 compounds which were in the file, 8 were found in the database, this CRAIS Checker. And probably you notice that not just the exact hit was returned, but also some mixtures as well. The system, it's very easy to use. If you want to, update, you can even put email addresses, and you can report through the emailing. Also, it's easy to update the substance master. So it's easy to add a new law, and it's easy to add a new structure as well. I can see here. So basically, you can check the regulation category. And then you can enter a new compound, for example, codeine here. You can enter the substance name, and then the effective date of that particular compound under the regulation. As you see, it's very, very simple. Okay, the compound was added successfully. Now I can go and add it into my level checker. I will create a new level in this case. Okay, so now I have a new level, and now I can add this to the checker level, and I will add my last my last regulation I will add it to my other levels as well, so I can check against it. Now I can check the history, and I can see who entered a new compound and so forth. With that, I would really like to acknowledge the PathCore team, which is actually in the audience. So Yoshiko, Masaki, and Satoshi. So Yoshiko is here, and Riki as well. Also, like to thank to Pistoia Alliance and the entire ChemAxon application scientist team, and for you to listening. Thank you.